Hey everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Chris. Today's video is all about hits and misses, specifically with regards to PR. Companies do send me PR from time to time, and it is the polite thing to talk about and review fragrances that were gifted to me. I don't enjoy speaking about fragrances that I don't like. I don't like to focus on the negativity. I do have several here that I haven't spoken about on my channel, so I'll let you know if they are hits or misses. I will say the vast majority of these are likes or strong likes, so they would be hits technically. There's only a few misses, nothing that I hate. And with that, I will just move along pretty quickly. I'm gonna start off with a fragrance that I've had for a while and I've seen kind of it spoken about on different channels. And I would say I thought this would be a huge hit for me because it's called Lactonic, and the notes are, or the point of view is written on the back of the bottle, essence of softness, offering a luxurious, comforting embrace. I thought it was going to be in the realm of Bianco Latte, and I do in general like that category, even though I'm a little bit, I don't need anything more in that category. Some of the fragrances in that category I enjoy more than others. So I thought this would be somewhere along the lines, and it's not, but it does 100% remind me of a Sol Cheirosa. I think it's 62. It's the one with the pistachio and the caramel. I'll put a picture up, but this one is very, very similar to that fragrance. It's nutty, it has some caramel. It's not overly lactonic to me, but it is, I would say it's creamy, musky, and overly nutty. So like a nut butter with cream and vanilla. So if you like that scent profile, I think you would enjoy Lactonic. I personally decluttered Sol Cheirosa several years ago because I wasn't wearing it. So I will probably be passing this along to a coworker or a friend. So it's well made, but it just isn't in my preferred scent category. I'm gonna go with several by the house of Vage. I think I have 3 here, and I will say the positives are these are well-made fragrances. They are very nice. They smell very pretty, and there's nothing that I hate in here. Let's go with Irresistible Zuric. This one I like a lot because I love the Angel DNA, and this reminds me a lot of the Angel DNA. This to me is a little bit more of a masculine version. I do think it shares a lot of the same notes, and I do get a lot of sweetness. I think it's cotton candy that's in here, but it has a lot of patchouli, so I think it's a little bit more patchouli heavy version. It definitely has more pepper. I want to say it's pink pepper. I can smell it more when I wear it. So this is a more peppery, patchouli heavy version of the Angel DNA. So if you like that DNA and you're looking for something that's slightly more masculine, a little bit more patchouli, a little bit peppery, this one is a good one. Hypnotic Honolulu. I will say it is a miss for me, not because it's not a well-made fragrance, just because it smells a lot like Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrois. And I know that's a viral fragrance and a lot of people consider it a masterpiece. I just could never wear it. It just smelled too weird. I think it had like mineral notes or some fantastical notes, and it just, I tried it, I couldn't wear it. This one is better. This one is a slight more feminine take on it. I don't know what makes it more feminine, and it smells nice. I'm gonna say I don't like Ganymede, and I think this is nice. It doesn't quite make it into my favorite scent profile, but if you liked Ganymede and you thought it was a touch too masculine, tone down those mineral notes, tone down those sci-fi notes, make it a little bit more fresh, a little bit more floral. You will have Hypnotic Honolulu. And Idyllic Istanbul is probably my favorite. It is a very sweet, ambery floral. It's very, very sweet. This one has praline, I want to say. This is a praline amber floral, and I think the main floral is rose. I do get rose. I get something else, maybe a little hint of jasmine, maybe a little bit of neroli. This reminds me, if you like something like, I want to say it's Roses Vanille, and one by EBK. I think it's called Ruby in Vanilla Neroli. If you combine Roses Vanille and Ruby in Vanilla Neroli, you would come up with Idyllic Istanbul. It's actually quite pretty. I like it. I have several in this fragrance category, so it doesn't add a ton to my collection, but I will say these fragrances are well made, and niche fragrances, the price is not astronomical. I think these would be around $120, $130, so it's not crazy, ridiculous expensive. So 3 nicely made fragrances from Vage. Okay, I was sent 3 perfumes by Malul. I was a little bit afraid because they all, or some of them seem to be saffron heavy. Saffron is a very iffy note for me. Sometimes it can turn into like a plastic or burned rubber tire. Do not like that type of saffron, so I was a little bit worried, particularly with this one called Saffron Sugar, but thankfully it's not that burned rubber tire thing. Saffron Sugar is nice. I don't hate it, but it's just not me. This smells like a fruity, if you took some fruits and you combined it with like a nice men's deodorant. To me, this just leans a little bit too much into the men's generic cologne department. So I can't really think of anything in general. Let's take a Sauvage, like a toned down Sauvage, and just add a little bit of fruits. Sauvage isn't my favorite. This is not a dupe. Don't get me wrong, this is not a dupe, but it's putting me in that category of a diluted Sauvage with fruits. So if that sounds appealing, you might like this. Sangria and Embers, I liked a lot more. This is really pretty. This is dark fruit, rose, saffron, amber. Very date night appropriate. I would never wear this in the summer heat. This kind of looks like the bottle. This smells like the bottle looks. It's dark, it's fruity, it's a little bit mysterious, it's a little bit sexy, and it's actually quite pretty. It's a nice fragrance, so I would say hit for Sangria and Embers. The one that was the biggest hit, and I actually took a bunch of these to work, and all my friends, we were testing them and smelling them, and it's a lot easier for me to review fragrances if I smell it on other people as well. I like to do that. I never just give you the paper test. The paper test doesn't mean anything, like just smelling it on a blotter. That tells me nothing. And I like to smell fragrances on other people too, because I think sometimes you just get you get a different angle. So I brought, the particular day I brought, this is Latte Nectar. The day I brought this one, I brought maybe 10, 15 other fragrances. This one was a big hit for all of my friends, or a lot of them. Thankfully, I don't get a ton of coffee notes, and I do think coffee is in here. It's not a heavy coffee fragrance. I think this is nectarine, so it's a lovely nectarine. There's dulce de leche, there is whipped cream, and a little bit of subtle florals. Thankfully, it's not heavy in the coffee, but it does have dulce de leche in here. I get more of a dulce de leche, nectarine, whipped cream, subtle florals. Need to turn my phone off. So to me, this smells like you took a fresh nectarine, a juicy nectarine, and you added it to a very light coffee flan, where the coffee is not super heavy. So you've got a very light, creamy take on a coffee fragrance with some beautiful nectarine. This is really, really nice. Definitely keeping it, although several of my coworkers wanted it. Okay, a fragrance that I was super excited to get from one of my favorite houses, Micallef. This is Ananda Royal Nectar. And I love mango, and I love wearing fragrances that have mango in the summer. And when you wear this, you have to enjoy this fragrance, you have to love 2 notes. You must love mango, and you must love patchouli. There is no getting around. So if you hate patchouli, this is probably not going to be your fragrance. And I still want to get my nose on the Royal Mango Nectar. I'm considering blind buying that one myself. I don't know. I just love the house, and this one smells so good to me. But when you first spray this, it's juicy mango and lots of earthy patchouli. Almost a linear scent in the beginning, and it does kind of morph in the dry down. That patchouli, that very earthy patchouli, fades a little bit. This must have vanilla and nuts. Even though I don't think this has any nutty notes or accords, I get something like a yummy, nutty muffin in the dry down with a touch of mango. Most of the mango is dried off. There's still a base, like a little base of a woody patchouli, but it becomes this beautiful, kind of sweet, nutty muffin. So it's definitely a gourmand, particularly in the dry down. It's beautiful, but again, if you do not enjoy patchouli, this may not be the M. Micallef for you. Speaking of nuts, let's grab this one. Chemin D'Amande. Chemin D'Amande. This is for my almond lovers. This is a milky, creamy almond that has some dustiness. So almond can be very dry and green. On the one hand, almost bitter. And then it can go on the sweet side where you get like a marzipan-y almond. This almond is right in the middle. It's not too sweet, it's not too marzipan-y, and it's certainly not too green and too bitter. It's kind of like the Goldilocks of the almond fragrances. It's almost like you took marzipan and almond extract, put them in a mixing bowl, and then added almond flour on top. So it just has a slight creaminess to it, but there's something very dusty and very nutty, and so it starts off very, very sweet. That marzipan-y, the sweet almond, I get mostly in the top. And as it dries down, it gets more dry. It gets less sweet, still nutty, and a little bit more woody. So if you are a fan of almond, like the middle of the road almond, the Goldilocks of almond, Chemin D'Amande is a great one. This one isn't one I'm going to be wearing in the heat of the summer, but you could definitely wear it. It'll be great fall, winter, spring, or at night in the air conditioning. To be honest, I probably won't wear it at 10 this summer because it gets really hot here, but it'll be a fantastic fragrance for 10 months out of the year. Okay, 3 fragrances that were kindly gifted to me by the House of Dastan. One is called Light Breeze. This one is a big hit with Pat. This is a nice fragrance. It's very, very masculine. It's a beautiful masculine fresh fragrance without being too citrusy, and it's like a fresh, watery lavender fragrance. So citruses, lavender, I definitely get oak moss in here, some woods in the base. It's a very classic men's fragrance. I gave this to Pat. I knew I wasn't going to wear it because it just was too masculine for me. I gave this to him for Father's Day. He loves it. Sprayed it that day, it was like proud as a peacock walking around the house, and then my daughter said, "Dad, you smell so good. What is that?" It was this one. So it is lovely. These are all very expensive, and I believe they are extrait de Parfums. Max Aroma carries them. And the nice thing about Max Aroma, they carry lots of nice fragrances, and they do have fantastic sales. So be on the lookout for one of their sales, and I think these would be great pickups. The next one is my personal favorite. It's called Game of Joy. Again, I love mango, and I love to wear mango fragrances in the summer. I'm gonna spray this because it smells so darn good. It is like a mango, watermelon, passion fruit fragrance. Oh, this has one of the best in their sprayers. Man, the mist is so nice. It's pressurized. My mouth is starting to water. Simply divine. Talk about mouth-watering, juicy fruits. This is a huge, huge hit. So mango, passion fruit, watermelon, literally one of the best, most refreshing, juicy, mouth-watering, fruity fragrances in the opening. I absolutely adore this scent. And it's just the most refreshing blast of citrusy fruits in the beginning. As it dries down, it becomes more musky and maybe just a touch of cedar, a touch of sandalwood. This one wears lightly. If I spray on skin, and I don't typically wear freshies on fresh and clean on the skin, those fragrances, unlike woody fragrances, vanillic fragrance, ambery fragrances, are meant to warm up with the skin. Citrusy fragrances, clean and fresh fragrances are meant to stay intact. So for that reason, I have always sprayed them on clothes. This one does not last that long on my skin, like my naked skin. I love to pair this with Bath & Body Works Mango Mandarin. They have several nice fruity lotions that really kind of helps the longevity with this if you spray on skin, and it lasts much longer on clothes. So this one is a huge hit. The newest release is called Unseen, and I didn't even look up the notes before I sprayed it. It's really nice. So a big hit. This is going to be unisex. I'm going to spray this one too. It smells really nice. So this is a woody, musky, kind of like a cashmere or cashmeran fragrance. I want to say this might have carrot seeds in it, maybe a touch of aromatics, carrot or carrot seed. I'm getting a touch of sweetness. It's very warm. It's very cozy. I will say that in the dry down, it becomes a little bit more creamy and a little bit more sweet. So maybe the wood in here is sandalwood. Sandalwood on me gets, for the most part, more creamy, well, depending on the sandalwood, but some sandalwoods get creamier and milkier and a little bit more sweet in the dry down. That is this one, Unseen. So this is a hit. One I would wear after the bath, not during the day. It's a little bit too warm and cozy for the summer. Terrific in the colder weather, terrific at night, maybe after bath. Okay, I think I have 4 more. I got the newest one from Dyad. I love that company. They are from California. They are fresh and clean, cleanly formulated, and they are a niche brand run by 2 sisters. They seem very, very lovely, and they are a niche brand, but their prices are very affordable. I want to say this one, their fragrances go for around $60, $65, and I have a coupon code down below if you're interested, so that brings the price down. Cool and Collected. Is it cool? Yeah, Cool plus Collected is for my watermelon lovers. If you love watermelon, like a fresh, oh, my mouth is watering again. If you love a watermelon fragrance, this is really good. This smells like straight up watermelon candy, and you paired that with a fresh lime spa water. So there's something fresh, there's something refreshing, a little bit watery, not quite in the cocktail department, but like a spa water. If you ever get water at really fancy spa, like a hotel spa or a hotel gym, they'll put water, they'll put like slices of fruit, they'll put slices of strawberry or cucumber. This one is like they put slices of ginger and lime. So an ice cold ginger lime spa water with a watermelon candy, like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Very fun. Big hit. This will be terrific in the hotter weather. The next one is Mirage Exotique. This one scared me, I'm not gonna lie, because I think this one has saffron, but this one is good. This one is a big hit. This is saffron with juicy fruits, and those really nice juicy fruits overpower the saffron, so it's not overwhelming. So it makes this a saffron fragrance that you can wear in the summer. And the fruits in here are not super ripe and bright. They are a little bit on the darker side. They're a little bit on the juicier side. So mango, passion fruit, like you have, almost like you've grilled that fruit. It's got a darkness, it's got a deep sweetness to it. So mango, passion fruit, saffron, amber. This is a year-round fragrance. It's sexy, it's pretty, it's dark, but still something that you can wear in the summertime. I don't know, they've just paired those notes, those bright fruity notes, made them dark and deep and sweet and sexy, and paired them with a saffron that's not overwhelming. The next perfume is Royal Reflection by one of my favorite houses, Day 3 Fragrances. The people over there, I love their point of view. They are lovely people. They have great hearts. And this newest one, Royal Reflection, is a collaboration with, I need to look up her name. Her name is Megan Woods. And she is she's a Christian musician, Christian singer. And they came together to do this collaboration. And I have not disliked anything in their line. And when I first sprayed it on the first day, I was just so devastated because I thought, oh gosh, this perfume is not for me. And because I love all their perfumes, I sprayed like 6 or 7 times, and this is a big perfume, and it was just so strong, it overwhelmed me, and it was so strong, I had to take my shirt off. I washed my arms because I had sprayed so much on it, changed my clothes, went on throughout the day, and later that day, I was like getting this amazing scent. I'm like, oh, that's me. I could still smell it after I sprayed my arm. And it is a very strong, it is a rose, passion fruit, woody patchouli. So if you love Portrait of a Lady. You're going to love this. Portrait of a Lady is not my favorite fragrance. It was too much perfume for me. This one's a big perfume. It's a little bit toned down version, and I've revisited it maybe 3 weeks after that first episode. I sprayed it twice, and I kind of hit the sweet spot. So it is a beautiful fragrance in that category, like a slightly more subdued, less patchouli heavy Portrait of a Lady with a little bit more passion fruit, but this is basically a rose dominant fragrance, and I love all rose fragrances. The battery keeps dying. So this is a strong like for me when I spray gently, and it's very much a dressed up fragrance. I would not wear this during the day. This is like, I'm going somewhere fancy. I want to turn heads. I want to make a statement. I will be wearing Royal Reflection. But if you like that scent profile, I strongly recommend getting your nose on this fragrance, and they have samples and a fantastic discovery set. And is this my last one? This is called Still Life, not Still Life in Rio, but Still Life by Olfactive Studio. A beautiful freshie. I could have had this. I should have had this in my freshies. I just filmed that one. So this is a peppery citrus, and the citrus in here is yuzu. Yuzu is in the same family as grapefruit. It's just a little bit more exotic, and it's a little bit sweet. So a less tart, less lip puckering grapefruit that's sweeter and a little bit more exotic. And then you add pink pepper. I love like a peppery citrus. That's an easy reach for me, particularly when I'm heading out the door wearing a t-shirt, or I'm heading to the gym and I want to spray on my jacket. I just find it a very, very invigorating scent profile. It doesn't last forever, but it's really nice. It'll be great in the summer. It'll be great in the hot weather. So that's it, sharing my hits and misses from the PR that was so graciously and kindly gifted to me. Fortunately, the vast majority of these were hits, and even the misses were not misses because they're just terrible perfumes. They just didn't happen to be in my, my wheelhouse, or I had a lot of fragrances that were similar. So thanks again for sticking around. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you sticking with me to the end. And with that, hope to see you on the next one.